Hey everybody. Yeah, don't mind me. And I'll be bugging sometimes. There we go. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome to I Spy with my shamanic eye. Gabrielle here. I literally just started hearing a circus barker. What? All right. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the Most High, join me. Love, joy, celebration, a little ooh, and always grounded in the truth. Father, Holy Spirit, join me as I open myself up to be a channel for your divine messages that serve the highest and greatest good of the divine collective. Um, I call in my protection in this read all reads in perpetuity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We channel clear, concise messages and as accurate as possible for those who seek the truth and serve the highest and greatest good beyond. Okay. All right. Those commercials. All right. Yeah, it's possible. It'll pick up. All right. Just looking at the heavens. That's a serious delay. Hold on, I gotta catch up. I gotta move that up. Okay, let's use the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Purity. Yes, first card I saw. Faith and purity. All right, pure faith is what I'm getting. You gotta have faith, faith, faith. Peace. Love that. Number 28. That's a very abundant, fertile energy. And then we have change. Okay. Thunder Moon. Purity. Patience. Peace, purity. Patience. Look at all these P's. Huh. Okay. And attraction. Interesting. Okay. There is a force, an outside force to you that wants to change your direction, your flow, how you operate, how you move. You know, if you're in this energy of constant peace, you try to keep your thoughts as pure as the water. You invoke a lot of patience because, you know, life is life. And, you know, it actually helps magnify the attraction with the supermoon attraction energy there. And there is this force that is like, nope, not on my watch. And I saw masculine in action. And so it is a domination energy that I am picking up on. Let's grab these. Intuition and firm foundation. Like whoever I'm talking to, you are rooted. Like your foundations are very, very firm. See, look, and you already know this intuitively. Look, there's obstacles and challenges. There's your intuition. Trust your intuition in this. Here's the waiting game. You're going to get what you want. Don't worry about it. Okay? Look, see? Temptation and disruption, financial, material changes, movement, choices, and decisions. Like I said, All of this is because of you, okay? Positive movement forward in victory and success, foundations and achievements. You know this on a soul level. So there is someone, again, it's always the tempter. It's always somebody who's allowed their vessel to be operated by some low vibrational force. It is what it is. It's annoying at a point, you know, but trust your intuition. You already know. This too shall pass. One for peace. Truth. Exactly. Change. Look, your spiritual strength is being challenged because it's about your faith. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Purity. Look, shadow. Look at that. Right. Because, you know, it's always about which wolf you feed. Patience. Material harvest. Beautiful. And look, 3 and 6 is 9. And then look, there's 9. And you see that big old golden moon? You see it right there? Exactly. Attraction, Holy Spirit. Like, this is triumph. Exactly. Third eye chakra, sacrifice, universe, fertility. Right. Somebody's trying to bring you back down to a place where you're moving out of grief and sorrow and missed opportunity, something from your past that you've already overcome. They want you to sacrifice yourself and your hard work and dedication by trying to change your energetic field by taking you into this more shadowy, darker world, and that would compromise your fertility and your abundance. So we're not doing that. Right. But I really do feel like these folks are going to be forced to move on. Look, there's the crown chakra, patience, and there's triumphant success. Look, base chakra, wisdom. They about to learn a very hard lesson on who really is in control around these parts. Right. Look, you have dominion over this temptation energy. So all they're doing is creating new opportunities, new beginnings for you, and ensuring the fact that they can't go with you. Especially if those people, look, intuition, right on the money, look, can't go with you, partnerships and alliance. See? And so if they can't, they want to cause you all the towers they humanly can, spiritually can, and that is the truth. Right. Don't worry. Look, accelerated motion. You can feel this in your soul. You really can. Like, it's a gut feeling. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night. I got a feeling. Tonight's the night. On a crumb. Look, movement, choices, decision, positive movement forward, victory, and success. It came right back around. Look, you see 28 right here, right? Peace. Look, 2, and there's 8. You know, we ain't playing around these ports. We ain't playing around these ports. Right. So choose wisely how you react to any sort of situations. Okay? Because I feel like your patience is being tried, baby. Yes, it is. I rebuke the devil and all his minions. Like, for real. It's enough already. Okay, hold on. And I feel like they know this already, but they want to challenge your truth. They do. They want you to be like, doubt. Look, I have them upside down. Because only your mind can cause you any sort of delays. Look, there's the Fool. See, look, there's that conflict. They're just jealous because you winning and you're happy and content and you're full of self-love and you're, you know, life works out the way it should be and you're in your era of wish fulfillment. And look, they've tried everything, 10 of Swords, to get you to sacrifice yourself and your stability. And it's just sad because it's like they think they are crying over spilled milk right now. Just wait. They're going to be forced to move on. See the Judgment card, Six of Swords, Ace of Wands, and there is Dark Practitioner. See, the divine is moving this crap out your way. Just, as I say, the divine. See, look, Hierophant, and there is the Knight of Swords, like literally sweeping this stuff out the way. Sweeping it. Yeah, see, look, told you, your spiritual strength has been challenged. You have ascended, and they're going to have to get this memo. And I feel like it's about to be etched. Etched. Not in stone, but in skin. Like somebody gonna go get a tattoo to immortalize this moment where they got mollywopped by somebody who's like a saint in training. Look. They thought you was naive to it. Look, they didn't realize who and what was backing you. And so look, now they butt hurt and you looking smug. See that karma coming around? Karma, 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 karma to me. When's the full moon in Pisces? Oh, it's on the 7th. Oh, okay. And look, there's Saturn with the world. It's sweeping. Karma, 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 Leon. Come and go. Come and go. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Blessings blessings upon you as well. Thank you. Of the high vibrational nature. Those are the only ones I accept. Ooh. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Nice. Wow. They keep waiting on you to fall for some sort of trap or to need some sort of assistance, and you don't. Yeah, they try to stifle you in many, many ways. But look, it just abounds. It just oozes. Yeah, look. They getting it. Look. Just wait. This full moon, full moon in Pisces that's coming. It's gonna be a doozy. See? Okay. Material harvest, right? We just had the new moon in Virgo. It's opposite energy with shadow. Yeah, Piscean. It's coming. It's coming. Donna. Donna. So just hold your horses, okay? Hold your horses there. See, try them. It's cool. I'm really getting September 7th. Look. Ooh. Can we work it out? Yeah. In a lot of respects, I'm going to put it to you this way. We often on this channel talk about nemesis energy, right? That polar opposite, right? But there's also the true shadow, right? Like in the wheel. So Pisces and Aquarius border each other. Aries and Pisces border Aries and Taurus, you know what I mean? And so like you see here with Leo and Virgo, this is the shadow energy. So a lot of times, unfortunately, the people who vex us, the people who really want to be the enemy, the nemesis, if you will, it's not the polar opposite, because there's actual balance in that and the extremes to be found. This is more so like, you're blocking me, get out of my way. Just using these two signs here, you have Leo and Virgo, right? Leo loves to be the center of attention. Why? Because they're represented by the sun. That is the center of this solar system, right? All right, cool beans. But you know who's in front of them? Who takes all that sunshine that Leo emits? Virgo takes all that energy and turns it into a industrious mindset. They get shit done. Not hosting, They are working. They are making sure everything happens. And as much as the Leo energy, the sun energy demands the attention, there's no denying where the hard work comes from. And so this is that sort of tug of war, right? It's like the I want to run before I've learned to even crawl, let alone walk. Look at you, Divine. Look at you. Lord have mercy. That yeah. There's a difference between shadow and duality. Okay, huge difference. So any frustration, anything like that, channel it into something creative. For a lot of you, it's writing. For some of you, it's like if you rhyme or you rap, you sing, you do something like that. Even if it's just freestyle on your phone, make some beats, like whatever it is for you to, let's say, clear your mind to work through the issue, but in a more practical and balanced way, to temper yourself and how you may feel in that moment, in that situation, because this is disruptive. Like there's a lot of orb circular energy. And it's like somebody wants to get inside your incubation space to like poison it because it's pure. They want you to feel like you're challenged and this, that, and third. It's fine. Yes, there are certain blocks and attacks being directed at what it is that you were creating, what it is that you were cultivating. It is what it is. That comes with the territory, is what I'm getting here. But they still watching. Look, y'all need to be watching for that karma, for that wheel to spin. There is a destined thing happening, a fated encounter that somebody's heavily researching. They want to block this in particular. I keep seeing the Queen of Cups. Now I'm seeing the King of Cups. So we've been picking this up for quite some time, that there is a kingdom spouse situation coming in for those of you who are open to it. Yeah. It's more than just because a material harvest is actually a person as well, right? Are they not a physical being? Do they not add to, or they should? Look, 999. This shit over. I mean that. And look, there's another 9 right up top. Yeah, kingdom spouse for sure. Look, Hierophant, the lovers. Yeah, somebody nervous. Look, showed you the Empress before. There's your Emperor. Right, I told you somebody really wants you to sabotage. They want you to feel broken and downtrodden, like you'll never love again energy. And that's not what the universe has in store. Look, this energy is already manifesting as we've already had that new moon in Virgo. This is awesome. Wow. Yeah, look. You know this though, and they're not gonna stop until they get put to arrest. I'm not trying to be funny, yo. I'm not. Same time. Like, even what I'm seeing here, like we see that they want to disrupt your peace, right? They want you to run out of patience. They want you to cloud your mind. I'm even getting they want you to feel unsafe and rattled in your home. Look, 5 of Swords, Knight of Swords, Tower, 4 of Wands, Death card. Like they want your foundations to be shaken, like to crumble. And so much of this is energy work because look, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and they jelly, devil, justice, Six of Wands, Ace of Cups, strength, divine partnership, collaboration, Three of Pentacles, lovers. See what I mean? Jelly bean. Yeah. They don't want you to have this new beginning, but it's destined. There's nothing they can do. It really is nothing they can do. You've already won. They can fight all they want. And they think, somebody real comfortable. They're going to be jealous for so many reasons. I mean, you being happy, divine feminine, and abundant and joyful and, you know, and love and with someone who genuinely loves you, who actually enjoys conversating with you, who respects your mind, who you're in alignment with. Wow. Someone who's not carrying the baggage of previous relationships. Astounding. All right. What else do we need to know about this situation in terms of those who are attempting to change the aura of the collective? They're watching. They're trying to gather resources. I don't feel like it's going too far, though. They're restless, I'll tell you that. They're expressing and expensing a lot of mental energy. They are thirsty to figure out more insight, more information. Like they want to know how you maintain your peace. It's called practice. It's called practice. Didn't I just tell you yesterday, Maggie, you gotta get up out the house? You gotta shield yourself from that. Man, look, you gotta get up out the house. Chariot. You be so comfortable at home. Look, Queen of Pentacles, single parent. Look, Nine of Wands. You be like, I don't really want to fuss out there. I don't want to do it. Look, knowing damn well you want a good relationship and you've been manifesting this shit. Look. But it requires you to leave the house. Six of Swords. You got to get up. And you got to, you know. No, it does not. Get dressed. Put on that shit. You know what to do. Balance them priorities so you can go out there and meet motherfucker Prince Charming with the Knight of Cups showing up. Come on now. Look, there's the King of Pentacles. Look. But then I tell you that was you in the house and shit. You think he's just going to show up to your door like special delivery? Like I was here, Six of Wands. Yo, you funny. You got to meet him halfway. You got to come out the crib. Just saying. You got to come outside. I mean, it could be the store. Who knows? But I don't see that. Look. Four of Wands. Again, they really want to know how you maintain this stability, this peace. But I also feel for somebody's watching your home. Surveillance energy is given real. It's given it heavy. Four of Wands here. Right. It's external. I'm not getting any sort of internal spying like cameras or weird shit planted. It's the homecoming. This person's in your community watching you, and they could tell you fucking happy. They could tell you happy. That life's good. All right. Change in spiritual strength, please. Ten of Wands. See? Didn't I tell you? They've been trying to like make it hard for you to get to this completion, to get to this goal. But you collect the energy. We are in Virgo season, so you know everybody. You check your sixth house. Also look if you got any placements in that sign. Either way, right now, everybody's a Virgo. I don't know if y'all really realize that when we change signs, it ain't about your sun sign. It's about the energy, the macro energy, the universal energy happening. That, you know, it's a season. We all, like, if you someplace and it's hot, everybody's experiencing the heat, right? All right, it's no different. It's anyway. So that energy has been amassed and repurposed. Somebody don't shy away from hard work. Look, ambition. Look at that. Knight of Swords came out. Defending beliefs, fast thinking. Somebody too quick on their feet to be bogged down. Shadow and purity. Look at that shit. Dark practice. I told you they keep trying to poison your aura. Somebody is so East Coast, New England. Wow. I don't like that. I don't like that. Please. That sounds annoying in my own ear. Yeah, look, see? Two of Pentacles back and forth, trying to get you, you know, into your darker side. Look at that. But you up here, I feel like you balanced, but they don't want you balanced. Again, there's this natural oscillation, this free flow. They don't understand that either. Patience and material harvest. Look, another 9. How do you like that? Ooh, they were worried because there's light at the end of the tunnel. Look. They're like, no, they're almost at their destiny. No. Look, and you like galloping. Like, because it takes the spirit of a knight. They have stamina, they have endurance, they have strength. They have all the things that get you through. You never forget where you came from, right? So adversity only builds the best people. Adversity makes you a Portuguese motherfucking cut diamond, bitch. Yes, you just shine in every location, in every. Go ahead and turn me. Yeah, you see them inclusions. Yup. It's not about perfection, but you make it look so good. That's the point. That's the point. I get loud. I apologize, but no, I don't. They so worried. They so worried. So you already won. Look, as I say that, strength. You already won. They want you not to believe that you have won. Claim your fucking victory. I have won. Still undefeated. The fucking champ is here. Attraction and triumph. That's why you gotta stay hype about it. Attraction and triumph. Winning. Look, they so mad because you did that shit. No matter how much they threw at you, by any means. That 5 of Swords work in both directions. All right, come with it. Look at them. Look at them. Woo! I told they was really trying to put you in the 5s. They wanted you to know. Destitute, broken. Look, and you still at peace. You still cool. You still cool, man. They wanted you sick, broke, dead and gone. My God. But you've achieved this peace. This unfuckwittable peace, excuse me. Sun, exactly. It's obvious. It shows. Energy speaks for itself. You're shining, 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 shine. All of this winning. Look, Knight of Cups. Told you, it takes the energy of a knight. And it's so funny, right? The only knight that didn't show was the Knight of Pentacles, because steady as she goes. Look at that. Look, you about to meet your emperor. But I also feel like you bossed up, and it shows. Your power exudes from you. The aura, it exudes from you. Look, Fool, Page of Wands. Look at that energy. Look at that. Look at that. And then Indomitable spirit. An indomitable spirit. I don't give a fuck how much work y'all throw at my throat chakra. It's still gonna get said. It's still gonna get said. Look, look, and waiting. Look at that shit. Watching and waiting. Waiting. Wow. They was really, really, really working so hard to turn this divine feminine into a shadow of herself, back into an unawakened form. Look at this. Moon, hangman. There's the empress. There's the devil. 7 of wands, right? 6 of wands. Judgment, world. See what I mean? See what I mean, Jelly Bean? See what I mean, Jelly Bean? Ace of swords. That is the truth. Ruth. And you just roll with the punches. You really did. You was like, it's cool. All right, I got some more work to do on myself. It's cool. You never shied away from the shadow work that was required for your own healing. In my Oprah voice. Look, it did nothing more than elevate you. You got more and more motivated. This shit blew their mind. Look, they couldn't have planned it if they wanted to. That's why we tell y'all to leave folk alone. I agree with that. They'll help you. They sure will. It's so funny. You don't feel your best friend around you poking at you? Like memories of like good times and shit like that? Interesting. All right. Winning. Natural born leader. Yeah, that is a full-time thing. It truly is. There is a high priest that's trying to learn some shit. Yeah, I gotta get the pollen out. I see. Uh-huh. Because I'm like, I feel like there's some poking. Because look, memories of love and authority. Get your shit together. Triumphant success, partners and alliances, intuition. I feel like she's telling you need to get laid, but I'm going to leave that alone. Because I just saw the devil after that. But that ain't none of my business. Only you and your friend. Mm-hmm. Yo, she funny. Knowing you bored, discontent, boredom, mental conflict, firm foundation. She like, that's what you need. Yo, why they playing the Lil Wayne song? She act like she need dick in her life. Yo, I love you, Maggie. Don't take it personal. You know that. I'm so sorry. I don't pick. I just listen and regurgitate what they tell me. Oh my God. Okay. All right, I gotta go soon, but let me do one more round. All right, Holy Spirit. What other messages? Will. Look at that shit. Will. Growth. Wow. That's like somebody's sheer willpower, right? You gonna grow no matter what. Like, look, path, blossoming, abundance. wisdom, extremes. Look, this is that. I really feel like, listen, somebody's willpower is so strong. And I feel like primarily because they have surrendered to their destiny, their path, to God's will for them. And they are growing. You know, trees don't reach ginormous status overnight. It takes time to grow, but you are seeing growth. You have protection from creation on this path of your own blossoming and nourishment, because you are a reflection, understand this, of the divine. Because of this surrender, trust, you have nothing to fear. And I feel like anybody who comes up against you, they're going to find out real fast now that you are resilient in this game. And they're just going to have to accept it. Look, abundance and resistance. Look, it is what it is. But I do feel like there are going to be some strong boundaries put up. You know what they say, out of the mouths of babes, right? So that makes me feel like, you know. But we don't, you know, we don't condone that sort of thing. But it's just a recognition of memories of love and spiritual union. And, you know, what it was, you know, them two souls becoming one, and that merge. Intuition. All right. What do we need to know here? Stand your ground. Exactly. Look. Booyaka. Okay. So, I just wanted to make sure before I started rattling off. Eight and eight. You know, what you put out is what you will get back, and that's just as what it is. Okay? So I have double fives and double eights. Okay? Now triple eights with hope. And fulfillment of wishes and accelerated motions. 8, 9. Yeah. Whew. You're being told to stand your ground, right? No matter what financial material changes that you go through, you are to maintain your hope and your optimism, okay? But you know that already. Conflict and defeat, emotional withdrawal, and patience and planning. Look at how these numbers are repeating again. So we have 5, 8, and then 7 yet again. So 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 5, 5, 5. I feel again that energy of it's not as far out of reach as you may think. No matter what's going on around you with conflict and defeat, it has nothing to do with you. Just because you're capable of picking up on the energies around you, it might be a good time to get centered and grounded and up your shields to pull back your emotions from that of the collective. Okay? I feel like patience and planning. You get information ahead of time, so you are capable of doing just that. You can ride out the various storms of life. Right. Hard times happen. But I don't feel like these are your burdens to bear. You're not the one needing to surrender in this situation. See, Tower. This is for those people. Like, the priorities seem so askew. Like, this is you. This is who you're supposed to be going forward. It's incredible because the same numbers just came out with these same cards. I got to look this up real quick because that's a repeating pattern. Let me see. I've never seen you type in one like that. Wow. 587, joy, satisfaction, and inner strength. What I say is a message from the universe indicating that positive changes are on the way, urging you to embrace new opportunities. The number is also associated with spiritual awakening and enlightenment, suggesting you are on the right path. In relationships, it emphasizes the importance of giving as much as you receive, providing stability and love. Additionally, it encourages you to gather strength from challenging situations and persist in your endeavors. That is full-fledged confirmation. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Are y'all picking up what they putting down? All right, all right, all right. This ain't the time to give up, Mom. Do you persevere? You better find that Energizer Bunny energy and keep going and going and going. You know where your help come from. It ain't never. Look, you're going to be in this energy of celebration. For some of you, it may be in the next 3 months. For some, it might be starting now and will endure for the next 3 months. Either way, you're fine. You have rebuilt yourself more than one time. That's okay. Sometimes we get challenged to see what we'll do when things aren't working out perfectly. This makes me feel like that forbidden fruit, you know, the story of the garden and all that, yada, yada, yada. Right. You know, the temptation. They ain't going to listen. They ain't going to do what you want. Yeah, okay. Oh, Doubting Thomas ass. Anyway, that's not the context of that story, but anyway. If you listen and take the opportunities as they come with protection, creation, and the path, right, because there's lots of creative opportunities coming your way. Wow. You don't even see this massive windfall coming. These new partnerships, right? These new collaborations. There's so much opportunity for your growth, development, and abundance. I love it. 222 on the clock. Yes. Yes, Jesus. The death card. September, October, November. So this might take place in the month of November. Doesn't matter. Just keep going. Ace of Swords, truth, okay? This could happen in November. Doesn't matter. Just keep going, okay? Yeah, look. 3 of Pentacles. Teamwork to make the dream work. And I feel like the dream team in your life is about to come together. As I say that, look, the dream team in your life is about to come together. Wow. All these creative forces coming together. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Love it. All right, guys, I have to go. I hope this helped you. Thank you for tuning in, liking, sharing, subscribing. Those of you who book, very grateful for you. Love helping you. Thank you for your donations, both time, energy, and monetarily. Appreciate you. Have a great day. Goodbye.